He nani lua ole Kuvehio na langi He kilo hana oi Na ue pula mamau Ho'olui ka poli Me hanai ke anue He nani lua ole Kuvehio na langi.
We got a bunch of guys together and we said, let's get some of these mainland people that keep dropping in and playing with us. Let's get some of them over here. Why don't we sponsor a party? The guy said, well, that's a pretty good idea. So we sponsored a party and the handball tournament broke out. So.
Hello, Dale.
And, you know, there is a great comparison between a circus and a handball tournament. And the comparison is that only the clowns change. We've had some outstanding handball players through our walls or through our courts, and you know, one of the top ones that showed over here, age 91, was Waif Risner. He was a judge.
I remember Waif, yeah.
Where, California?
Yeah, L.A.
Well, Waif gets off the plane, gets his U-Drive, and he buys a 6-pack of beer, opens the beer, and he gets pulled over right away. He gets carded for having an open container. So I have to get him tied up with an attorney that I know. And he goes to court, and the judge here, George Matsunaga, says, Dr. Risner, I know you. You taught me corporate law. So he got off scot-free. We had situations, of course, with the hurricane. The hurricane shut us down. We had a big coconut tree go through the roof, and it opened it up. And the one thing we did have was we had gas, we had hot water. We had showers, and everybody on the island was coming over taking showers, and we played what we called hurricane handball on one court, the glass court, and the rules were you play until the court fogs up and you can't open the door until it swells shut, and then we force the door open and put a fan in there and run a generator, which also was keeping our Heineken's cool, two of them, and this carried over. You know, the handball people in general are most generous and down-to-earth people, and also will go the extra mile for you. Right after the hurricane, we had 2 people showed up. And I got a call from our managers. Said, there's a gentleman that's out there by the pool. He spent the night out in the lawn chair, and he'd come over to help us. Peter Giampoli, you know, bless his soul. He showed up with a shovel. Somehow he got off over here on United Airlines, and he couldn't get into a hotel anywhere. It was late, so he ended up sleeping on a lawn chair. He helped us out, and then Armin's father, Del Mora, he showed up a couple days later, and he helped us put things back together. And our house, we lost half the roof, so Del got us some hurricane straps designed, and they're in place now. Hopefully they'll hold for the next one we have. We had 2 near misses this year, as some of you remember. So, you know, never let down your guard. John Payne pulled a face down in the locker room one year. So we had to call 911 to get him up, and then I did the same thing 3 years later. I had a seizure, I had a head injury from getting bucked off a horse, and in my own tournament. So I can remember John Sloan and Joe Cox helped us, and Pat Kirby, the Irish champion,
Oh my God,
he gave me an Irish handball. John Sloan and I can remember arm wrestling him out in the front deck. Watch out if you got bare feet. And most of all, probably the most unique person we ever had over here was a guy named Steve Weiser.
Oh yeah.
He's a human jukebox. And I picked him up at the airport, and he showed up with a bicycle built for two and a guitar. And I was in a little tiny bag. And I got a call from our manager, and he played in the tournament. I got a call from our manager, and she said, "There's somebody sleeping in the steam room." There's Weiser with his bicycle and his gear. And we closed on, and somehow he got into the steam room. He's a guy, if you know the history, the South End Rowing Club, he had been a member, and he had a locker, and he opened the back of the locker and tunneled into the wall, and so he was living in the back of the South End Rowing Club between the walls. And he went up the street to where the cable car, I mean, how many people have ridden that cable car? San Francisco.
Yeah.
Well, you know the guys that are out there, they greet you when you come in. Well, he would play his guitar, and then he'd get a shipping box that he rigged out like a human jukebox. He'd have a trumpet and a whistle, and the thing would be full of pot smoke. He put a dollar in the slot, and then he'd perform for you.
Yeah, I remember that.
Stashed the cash in the South End Rowing Club in paper bags, and he ended up buying 2 expensive condos for his daughters in San Francisco. But anyway, he didn't place very high in the tournament, but he was
He's a character.
a real character. And over the years, we've had help with this handball crowd. Everybody really helped out with Joe Moran's. He did it. Joe is here. Joe's here.
Joe, right there. Joe Blue.
Joe did a head down in Kuaui coming off a Zodiac dinghy, and he head down into the beach and fractured his vertebrae and ribs and had internal injuries. And we had a little fundraiser for Joe, and we raised a fair amount of money. And everybody that I went up with a mailing list, everybody gave, and it wasn't big money, it was, everybody gave a little bit. Right? Compassion in the group was very, very compelling, and was a great feeling to see that kind of response from our group, you know, extended family, the Ohana. So I'd like to thank Jay, most of all, and the boys that are standing here, Mike, Clay, and all of you guys, and Bill. Thank you for all your hard work, and it's a great honor. And let's enjoy the rest of the weekend here. Wow.
Awesome.
Na ue pula mamau Holui ka polie Me hanai ke anue